Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Hope you enjoy my previous videos on AWS topics. And if you are new to my channel, I was making a dedicated playlist for the AWS topics and upcoming videos on DevOps, and also I'm planning to do on best projects and real-time projects, and I will make a playlist on that. Before that, if you are new to my channel, subscribe my channel and more videos are coming. And let's get started on today's topic of transit gateway. And the transit gateway is closely related with VPC pairing. What does it mean? As I mentioned, it was closely related. That means whenever we created our own VPC, example as VPC1 with its own internet gateway, CIDR block notation, everything inside routing table and subnets. And if you want to communicate from one VPC, as here mentioned VPC1, and here it is mentioned VPC2 and VPC3 and VPC4, this VPC1 is same as this. It is same as the same diagram which I was mentioning. So the communication is from the one VPC with another VPCs. Example 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. The main difference between VPC pairing, which I discussed in a real time in previous tutorial, and this now today topic on transit gateway is it support a transit pairing also same is in VPC pairing we have to follow the flow of VPC1 to VPC2 to VPC3 VPC4. If you want to communicate 1 2 3, you have to go to sequence manner. You have to conversion into VPC1 to 2 SSH, then only you have to communicate from 2 to 3. Whereas in transit gateway, if it is like 1 2 3 4, you can directly communicate from 1 to 2, you can directly communicate 1 to 3, you can directly communicate 1 to 4. This is the best thing which is available in transit gateway. You can directly communicate, or else it will also possible for 2 to 3, 2 to 3 to 1 also it is possible, and 4 to 1 also, vice versa, any possible. Here this possibility happen only in transit gateway, where here it is not possible. If you want to communicate 1 2 3 direct 1 2 3 direct communication is not possible. Only you have to go from 1 to 2, then you have to go from 2 to 3. Here direct communication is not possible in VPC pairing. Here it is 1 2 3 possible, here it is not possible. That is the main difference between VPC pairing and transit gateway. And there are advantages and limitations. What are the limitations we will discuss at the end of the video. Before that, we will do practical how to implement transit gateway. Now we are creating, for easiness, I'm just taking my own 10 series for the first. I'm taking one availability zone, one public subnet and 0 private subnet. I'm going to launch. Before that, I will give naming convention. Here I will go to give naming convention VPC1. Public segment, one RT1, or here I know no need of VPC endpoint. So I will give IG1. So everything is done. Just launch it, create the VPC. Create VPC. The same way, create another 2 VPCs. Give your different SATA block. So it is to T2 IG2. Create it. Create another. Here I'm going to take 30 series because for that VPC. Here I'm going to give name VPC3 public subnet 1, sorry, it's 3. RT3 IG 3. So everything is done. Just launch create. So we created three of our own VPCs. What does it mean? It means that we created this VPC1, VPC2, VPC3. We can also take n number of VPC, it doesn't matter. And now we need to give instances for each own for the communication. We'll do now. Go to instances. Launch the instance. I'm going to take another 2 tabs for the another 2 instances for each VPC1. I'm going to take name as instance 1. Let me give him so here I'm going to take AMI for that. Here I'm taking instance type key pair. I'm going to take which I created key pair. Which I created my own. Here the important thing is you need to edit this network setting and you need to change from default to our own. That is an important step you need to remember and do it. Just I am going to select VPC1 and remember this also, we need to enable this IP address, then only IP address will be available. And here we can select existing or we can create our own. We can create our own. Let it. I'm just taking open network, or else I will give name as open network here. Remember, this is not a standard. For practicing purpose, I was opening all the ports, but as per company standards, you need to open the required ports as per the requirement. It is for the test purpose. So I was opening for everywhere. You need to open only the required ports as per the protocol and range. So everything is done. Recheck it here in the here important is like this is the you need to maintain check this and this VPC and this you need to enable IP address, then only will get the IP address later in while launching. Just launch it. It is get launched. Come to another launch instance. Here we need to launch second instance. Name here as instance 2. Take AMI. Let it loading. Take AMI as per requirement. Here I am taking AMI for kernel 5.10. Here I am taking instance type. Here I am taking a key pair. Of my own key pair. As I mentioned, this is important and I need to do changes here. The main important thing is here. So I was taking here VPC2 for the second. And remember, you need to enable here so that IP address is enable outside so that you will can do SSH. You can create your own or you can existing. So let me check if it is available. I created open network, so it is not available. Let me create my own. And I'm just taking open port, practicing purpose, practice for demo purpose. All traffic source anywhere, launching. I'm going to third instance. Launch the instance. Here give naming as instance 3. Give AMI. Here give AMI as per need. I am taking here AMIs. $5.10. You can take any AMI. Here I am taking micro for practice. So here I am taking my own key. The key it was getting load. Yeah, it was. I'm taking my own the key pair. The important thing is, as I mentioned before also, you need to edit here and you need to change from default to our own. So here I was taking VPC3 and here it directly taking the only subnet is I allowed. The important thing is auto SN public IP. Here you need to enable and we can and opening all the ports for demo purpose for all traffic we're giving anywhere. Launch it. Yeah, the 3 instances launched. Now go to check all these, initialize the instances. Yeah, every instance is up and running. Go to VPC. Here you will find transit gateway. When you scroll down, you will find a transit gateway. Yeah, here in section, open the tab transit gateway. The whole thing is we created this instance VPC1, VPC2, VPC3. Also we launched the instances, and now we are doing transit gateway setup. Now we are doing that, and how to do it we will do now. Go to create transit gateway and give any name as transit gateway name. I'm just giving my TG, or I can give name as transit gateway. Just scroll down and create transit gateway. Now our transit page is created, and we need to give attachments. How to do that? Just scroll down. Herein we will find transit gateway attachment. Remember, whenever you create transit gateway route tables will be created. You can check it here. It was in pending state, let it get some time. Whenever you create transit gateway route will be created, and we need to go to attachments. So go to transit gateway attachments, create transit gateway attachments, give any name. So I am going to give name as TG1 /VPC1. I am going to give here, I think it was still in loading state, wait for some time, still it was launch, so it was available. Reload again, create transit gateway attachment, VPC1 TG1. Yeah, it is now available. Select that. Here the important thing is we need to give each one of its own. What I did is I named for identifying the attachment, and here I am taking first VPC1 for attachment and create transit gateway attachment. One is done, and we need to do the same thing for VPC2 and VPC3. So I will give TG2 VPC2. Scroll down, and remember here the important thing, we need to select second one, create transit gateway attachment. Remember, you need to select that ID also. Here I selected VPC2. The same thing we have to do for VPC3. Create again TG3 VPC3. select the transit gateway ID, VPC ID, create it, and all the three is created. The main thing is only transit gateway create and attachment, gateway attachment is not enough. We need to change their CIDR block notation in each of the VPCs. What does it mean? In the VPC 1 we need to give 2 VPC 2 and VPC 3, both the CIDR notation we need to attach in the VPC 1. Similarly in the VPC 2 we need to give VPC 1 and VPC 3. In the VPC 3 we need to give VPC 1 and VPC 2. Overall we need to do all the process. Now we will go to VPC. Here go to route table. In the route table, for each of its route table, for RT1 is for VPC1 first, and here in the routes we need to edit routes, and we need to give, this is the first VPC, first series is 20, we need to give 20.0.0.0/16. Here we need to select transit gateway, and you will find the name, select that, save changes, and we need to create another also. .30 series also. The same transit gateway. In the 10 series you need to select both 20 and 30. Save changes. Similarly you need to do for the route table for the second and third. Go to second route table, go to routes, edit routes. Here you will find 20 series, so we need to add 10 and 30. 10.0.0.0/16. Here you need to select transit gateway. Select transit gateway and add routes 30 series .0.0/16. Why 30? Because the 20 series we need to add 10 and 30, which is other CIDR block notation. Give transit gateway, give the transit gateway name, save changes. In the routing table of third we need to add 1 and 2. Go to third routes, select routes, edit routes. It was in the third, we need to add 10 and 20. 10.0.0/16. Here type as transit gateway and select the transit gateway. Add a 20 series for the VPC 2, 20.0.0/16. Same, select transit gateway. Here select transit gateway name, save changes. Now it was a perfect transit gateway for VPC transit pairing. Now we did everything. We set up VPCs instances. We did everything, and also we did transit gateway, and also attached the routing attachments also we did, and also we changed all the CIDR block notation inside routing table. For each one we did 2 and 3, 2 we did 1 and 3, 3 we did 1 and 2. So everything is done and it was a perfect transit gateway. And how you will get to know it was a perfect transit gateway? Suppose if we launch into first instance and if you ping second, and you will get to know the data transfer. And if you transfer into 3, you will notice the data is transferred because of centralized transit gateway. Here we can directly ping and we will get to know here, and from here we will get to know data of 3. How it is possible? Because of transit gateway. Where in VPC pairing it is not possible, we need to go sequence way. 1 2 3 is not possible, but here in VPC ping it is not possible, but here in transit gateway it is possible. You can directly ping 1 2 3. We'll get to know, see now in practical. Go to and going to use putty. I am taking instance IP. For the first instance, I was going to log in. Scroll down, and here you will find, you can go inside also, you can directly take here. So I was taking the first public IP address, selecting the first, SSH into key, selecting key pair. Open. Now we are into logging into first instance. We successfully log in. Now if you ping into second instance or third instance, we will get data is transferring. Just come up, scroll it and select the second instance. Copy anything like IP address or private or public. I'm just copying like here, ping sequence. You'll see the data is transferred. If I try to go into third instance, we can do it from created VPC, and also we did. And remember, at the transit gateway, by using transit gateway we can communicate from VPC 1 to 2, from 1 to 3, and also 2 to 3 and 2 to 4. Like we can do everything communication. Now let's discuss about what are the advantages and what are the limitations. Coming to advantages, transit gateway, the first advantage is centralized hub. What does it mean? It acts as a centralized hub for all the VPC of our own VPC, even for our own account, or we can add also third party account, anything we can add it. It not only for our own account, we can do same region, different region, different account. We can do it, and we can do it at the central hub for different virtual private clouds. And also we can scalability also possible. We can increase as many as number of VPCs of our own. There is no limitation. And third is it possible for cross region also. Cross region pairing also possible. Like as I mentioned, not only on the same region, for different region. What I mean, also it is possible by using this. And coming to limitations, what are the limitations? Coming to limitation is transit gateway is costly. Why costly? When compared to VPC pairing, which I discussed in the previous, it is more cost compared to VPC pairing. It is very costly. Transit gateway is very costly. And second is, you need to pay. You need to remember the CIDR block notation as I discussed in the VPC 1 of routing table. All the CIDR block notation as I mentioned, like 10.0.0, like 16 or something, 20 series, 30 series, is each of its own instances doesn't need to match. You need to give different. If I give a 10, you need to give 20. It has to be 30. The same has to not be possible. If it is matching, then the transit gateway doesn't work. You need to remember both the thing. It is very costly, and also CIDR block notation has to be different for each in VPCs. If I take it for the one, you have to be different. If I take 2, you need to give different. If it is 30, it is different. That is the main thing we need to remember. These are the limitations, and at the end we will see how to terminate all the things. Come to select all the instances, terminate it. First step is terminated. Second is go to VPC. In the VPC, go to attachments. Delete each of it. We'll try delete all everything if possible. If not possible, we need to select each of it. Let's do it. Selecting each one by one. Delete transit gateway attachment. Just type delete. It is getting deleted. Select the third one. Delete transit gateway attachment. Type delete. And first one. It wasn't still in deleting mode. I'll try to delete all our VPCs. Select all the VPCs. Go to actions. You need to select each one. Combining it is not possible to delete. Select each one by one. We need to wait some time till it get deleted. Still in the deleted mode. Let's wait for all deleting. Only it was possible to delete here. Let's wait for deleted everything. Yeah, now it was deleted, so now we can delete everything. Select each one ABC. Now you can notice it is possible to delete now. Delete it. Now everything get deleted. Go to actions, delete VPC, type delete, everything will get deleted. Select the third one also. type delete. Yeah, instance also get deleted. And don't forget to delete transit gateway also, because it is cost. AWS will charge you. You need to delete both the transit gateway attachment, also transit gateway. Just type delete. Now everything is got deleted. It will get deleted. Deleting, let it get deleted. And if you like my channel, share with your friends. If you like the topic which I discuss, like, share with your friends, and subscribe. Don't forget it. And more videos are coming on AWS topic. Until then, take care. Love you guys.